This conference will now be recorded.
So today we are going to launch Windows Server, and we are going to add one EBS volume, and we are going to take the snapshots. Now see, log into AWS Management Console. So I am log out this account. I am login from a new account. Go to services. Go to EC2. So go to instances. Launch instance. So select Windows Server 2016 base. Free tier eligible Microsoft Windows Server 2016 base. Select. So free tier eligible. Click on configure instance details. So leave it defaults. Already we discussed about all these options. Add storage. So here we can add the volumes here only, EBS volumes. So here only we can add the volumes, but I am not adding. So after installation of the OS, we are going to add in. So here we are having general purpose SSD, provisioned IOPS, so cold HDD, throughput optimized, magnetic. We are going to discuss. I will going to give the information about all the volume types. So I am removing all the volumes here. Only root volume only I am taking. So click on add tags. So if you want to add tag, you can add the tag name, bin server. Click on configure security group. So default is RDP, remote desktop protocol, port number TCP 3389. So if you have any existing security group, you can select existing security group. So I am selecting create a new security group. So if you want to give the group name, here I am giving the group name WinSG, Windows Security Group. Review and launch. Click on launch. Select a key pair. No key pair here. So create a new key pair. Key pair name DS WinKey. Download key pair. So key pair is downloaded. Now choose an existing key pair. DS WinKey. Check the box. Click on launch instance. See, if it is a Linux instance, you have to convert the PEM file into PPK. Here not required. Click on view instances. So Win server, I given the name there, add tags. the instance set should be running. So here click on connect. So click on download remote desktop file. So file is downloaded here. Remember the 15-206-6820. So get password. So it will take 2 to 3 minutes time to get the password. Password not yet available. Just wait 1 minute. Click on try again. Hello, who is this?
Sir, Kapil, sir.
Kapil, tell me.
Sir, actually, sir, there is no video.
Tell me, your voice is not clear.
Sir, videos are not available.
Videos, I will inform that to Durga Soft people, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So click on try again. Click on choose file. So select the PEM file ds key, ds key, ds win key. You can select the PEM file, decrypt password. So this is the password is generated. So copy this password. Click on close. Now go to this remote desktop file. Click on connect. So paste the password. Click on OK. Click on yes. So now we launched Windows Server now 2016. Now go to my computer. So this PC, see we have only Windows drive is there here, C drive. So I want to allocate one new volume to the server. So by default, I launched instance. That instance already taken root device, root volume, that is C drive. It installed the operating system. I want to add additional volumes to the instance. Last class we seen how to add the additional volumes to Linux instance. Now we are going to add the additional volumes to the Windows instance. Now minimize this one. Go to your AWS management console. Drop down this toolbar. Here go to Elastic Block Store. Click on volumes. Click on volumes. See, this is the default volume. 30 GB of the space. Availability zone is AP South 1A in use. So by default, we created this volume. At the time of instance, automatically it's taken the volume 30 GB of the space it assigned to this volume. Just now we created. So availability zone is AP South A. So state in use. Volume status is OK. So there is no encryption, not encrypted. So root volume by default not encrypted. Now what we are going to do, create one volume. So create volume. So general purpose SSD, you can select here provisional cold HSD throughput optimized magnetic. So general purpose SSD I'm selecting IOPS 300 by 3000. So minimum 100 IOPS. So baseline of 3 IOPS per GB, 100 IOPS into 3, 300 IOPS per GB, 3000 is the burstable size. So availability zone. So here you can change the availability zone. So default when you create the volume, the instances, when you create a instance by default, whatever the volumes are created by default, they are in the same availability zone. So when you create a new volume, so you can make the volume on different availability zone also. But initially I am taking same availability zone. So snapshots where we don't have any snapshot. So last class we discussed you can encrypt the volume. So default to root volume you cannot encrypt by default, but you can take snapshot, you can encrypt. But here encryption option is also there. I am not encrypting now. So create volume. Click on close. So 100 GB of the space we selected. Now give the name of the volume WinVol. So you can give one name, otherwise you will confuse. What is default volume? What is we created volume? You will confuse. So volume is created. Now attaching a volume to the instance. So select the volume, click on actions. So click on attach volume. So select the instance, Win server is running. So this is the device name, click on attach. So last class we attached to Linux, now we are attaching to Windows server. Now it is attaching. Click on refresh. Now you can go to your Windows server which we logged in. Go to command prompt. Here you can type disk mgmt.msc disk management. See, new volume is attached. 100 GB we selected just now. we, we attach it to Windows server. Now right click on the disk, make it online. Again right click on the disk, click on initialize. Yesterday we created a last class we created a partition on Linux. Now here we have to make it online first, and you can make it initialize.
Hello?
Yeah.
So what does it mean? Online, sir. What is online?
So by default I attached one disk to you, your server. Okay. So I given
Yes.
100 GB of the space to your Windows server. By default it is offline, means cannot be used. If you want to use that space, make it online. Online means available, we
Okay,
have to
sir.
make it available. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then
Thank
you
you.
can initialize. Now 100 GB of the space is unallocated. Now I am going to create the partition. So as a storage administrator, for example, you attached one drive to my operating system. As a Windows administrator, I have to make it to use the drive. So what I have to do, I have to make it online first. I am initialized that one. Now I am going to create the partition. Right click on the disk, click on new simple volume. So last class we used the Linux command fdisk space slash dev slash disk name, and we created one partition. Like in Windows, we are creating a partition now. Click on new simple volume, click next. So entire 100 GB I am taking one partition. For example, click next. So assign the drive letter D drive. Okay, next. So format into NTFS file system because Windows supports NTFS file system. Linux last class we formatted into ext4. So Windows file system is NTFS. Linux is ext4. Click next. Click on finish. So 100 GB of the space is available now Now what I am going to do, this configuration is completed. Now go to this PC. See, D drive is available now. I am opening D drive. I am creating folders. New folder, AWS. I am creating some files here. New bitmap image, new rich text document. I am going back. I am creating another folder, new folder. In Linux, we are calling as a directories. DevOps. Here I am creating some files. New rich text document, new text document, like so. I created one volume in cloud environment. I attached a volume to the Windows instance. I made it online on Windows. I initialized the disk. I created one new partition. So I created some data here. Now minimize this one. Go to AWS Management Console. Now take the snapshot of this volume. So click on snapshots, create snapshot. So which volume you are going to take snapshot? WinVol. So just now we attached to the Windows server. Description, Windows wall, whatever it may be, you can write down for identification purpose. Not encrypted, okay. Click on create snapshot. So snapshot is nothing but a backup. So give the snapshot name, WinVol snap. Any name you can give. I given the name WinVol snap. So it first time when you are going to take the snapshot of your volume, it will take time. Just wait. So status is still pending. So completed. So snapshot we taken. Now what I am going to do, I am going to Windows server. I am going to delete the volume. Whatever the drive I created, I want to delete that one. Now going to Windows. Now go to disk management. Right click. Here I am not deleting. Here deleting also no problem. But you can delete the volume. So you have to offline it here. Make it offline. So first make it offline here. Now go to EC2 instance. Go to volumes. Select the volume. Click on actions. Click on detach volume first. Yes, detach. Then again click on actions. Delete volume. Click on yes, delete. Deleting. So volume is deleted. Now go to Windows, check the drive. D drive is there or not. So no D drive. See, disk 1 is deleted. No D drive because I deleted the volume. So my data is lost, but I have a snapshot. I have a snapshot. Now I want to restore my volume. Because I have a snapshot, I want to restore the volume now. Now go to AWS Management Console. Go to snapshot, select the snapshot, click on actions, click on create volume. So here you can also increase the size of the volume. So by default 100 GB we selected. So while restoring your volume, you can also increase the size. 160 GB I am giving, for example. Create volume. Click on close. Now go to volumes. Select the volume now. Click on actions. Attach volume. Select the Windows instance, Windows server running. Click on attach. Now go to Windows. Now see automatically D drive is came. Right click on that. Click on online. See 100 GB is there and 60 GB. I already allocated some space on this. Now go to D drive. Check your data. See AWS is there and DevOps is also there. So I taken one snapshot means backup I taken. I deleted the volume. For example, accidentally my volume is deleted, but I have a backup. So while restoring, I also expanded the storage and previously 100 GB is there. You can also expand your storage. See 16 GB is external storage I given to you and you can have your data. So like this, we can create the volumes. You can take the snapshot of the volumes and you can delete the volumes by using your snapshot. You can restore your volumes. Next to see EBS volumes. Whatever the EBS volumes we created, now go to the EBS volumes. Click on actions. So if you want to modify the volume, you can modify the volume. Modify. So here you can modify the volume type. So you can do this one for your volume. If you want to change the availability zone, go to snapshots. So here where your availability zone here. See copy your snapshot across the regions. So you can select any one region. For example, Asia Pacific Singapore. Copy. Snapshot copy operation has been initiated. Close. Now change the region where Asia Pacific Singapore. Go to there. I copied my snapshot to here in this region. See Singapore. See I copied my snapshot. So you can copy your snapshot across the regions. So we can copy the snapshots across the regions. It's copying from Asia Pacific Mumbai region to Singapore region. So I'm deleting this, but just I'm showing you. So this is Singapore region. Now I am deleting this snapshot. Click on action. Delete. Yes, delete. So no snapshots in Singapore. Now go to Mumbai region. Mumbai. So select the snapshot, click on actions. So you can also create the image from snapshot. Click on create image. My win image. So architecture x86 and 64-bit. This is a root device name. RAM disk use default. So by using a root snapshot, we are creating a my win image. So you can description also you can give. Create one image. Create image request received. View pending image. Okay, click on close. Now where you can check the images. Here you can see images, AMIs. Go to Amazon machine images. See my win image. Just by using this image, so you can launch the instances. Same instances will come. So like this, the snapshot you can copy from one region to another region. By using the snapshot, you can create one image. By using that image, you can launch the instance. So same instances will which you configured Windows instance, the same instance can launch. So now what I am doing, I am deregistering it. So continue. So deregistered means I removed images. So like this, by using snapshots, you can copy your snapshot to different regions, and also you can create the images from your EBS snapshots. So Amazon machine images you can. So that image also you can copy from one region to another region. So these are the facilities are available here. Now types of volumes I am going to show you. Just to theoretically how to remember. So SSD volume backed by solid state drives, general purpose SSD volumes provide the ability to burst 3000 IOPS per volume. So independent of volume size to meet the performance needs of most applications and also deliver a consistent baseline of 3 IOPS per GB. Per GB, 3 input output operations per seconds it will do. Provisioned IOPS within volumes are backed by this is also solid state drives and are the highest performance EBS volumes designed for your critical IO intensive database applications. Provisioned IOPS and SSD volumes are designed to deliver up to a maximum of 64,000 IOPS and 1000 megabits per second of throughput volumes. So what is magnetic? So magnetic storage or magnetic recording is the storage of data on a magnetized medium. The information is accessed using one or more read-write heads. Magnetic storage media, primarily hard disks, are widely used to store computer data as well as audio and video signals. So generally, in our desktops, we have a hard disk. Those are magnetic type. So next to throughput. So throughput is the measurement of the amount of data transferred from to a storage device in a second, typically stated in kilobits, megabytes, gigabytes. Example, if a storage device can write 1000 blocks into of 128 kilobytes each, throughput is 1000 blocks into 128 kilobits, 128 mbps per second. So cold HDD, throughput optimized HDD, is a low cost HDD volume type designed for higher throughput applications requiring up to 500 Mbps throughputs, while cold HDD is an even lower cost HDD volume type designed for a large, less frequently accessed high throughput data workloads requiring up to 250 Mbps per second throughput. See here, less frequently accessed means whatever the data less frequently accessed, you can copy into cold HDD volumes. These are the different types of storage volumes while you are creating. Generally, for practice purpose, we are going to select SSD volumes. So depending upon the requirement of the IOPS, you can go for the throughput or cold or provisioned IOPS. So this is the today's session. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about IAM, Identity Access Management. Okay, do you have any doubts, Mr. Kapil?
No, sir. Please say that video so that I can practice it.
Okay, tomorrow I will inform them. They will send the videos up to now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Kapil.
Thank you.
Hmm.